Wrong guy, you poor fool. The guard shoved his shoulder, threw the envelope back. The man bent to pick it up, voice rough. I just wanted to return what she dropped. Behind them, a young CEO approached, eyes dismissive. Him? The one who picked up my wallet? Yes, ma'am, just another unemployed nobody. She pursed her lips, nodded slightly. Then get him out of here. The man clenched his fists, held back. As he turned to leave quietly, his sleeve rolled up. A military tattoo showed. Light caught the numbers. 17 Delta, Pararescue. The CEO froze. Wait, she breathed out. Were you in Lagman? He turned back. Yes, and the person I pulled from under that collapsed wall that day was you. Ethan Cole, 36 years old, single father, former Air Force pararescue. After discharge, he lived simply with his 8-year-old daughter Lily in the suburbs, worked as an HVAC repair technician to support them. He found a wallet near Hale Tower Shopping Center. Inside was an employee badge, Clara Hale, CEO of Hale Group. Wanting to return it, he brought the wallet to the building. Security stopped him, searched him, mocked him. Someone like you dares to come here? He stayed patient. She dropped this. I'm just returning it. When Clara emerged with her assistants and bodyguards, the guard threw the wallet back at him with contempt. Wrong guy, you poor fool. He bent to pick it up. She barely glanced his way, about to leave, until the tattoo on his arm caught her eye. The words 17 Delta, Pararescue, Logman Mission made her world stop. Memories from 8 years ago flooded back, a building collapsing in a bombing. The soldier who shielded her had that exact tattoo, she gasped. You were there that day? Ethan replied quietly. Yes, but I didn't expect to be remembered. The lobby fell silent, everyone staring. Clara's face went pale, then flushed with shame. I'm so sorry. I didn't recognize. You weren't supposed to. It was a long time ago. Different uniform. The security guard who had mocked him went white, stammered an apology. Ethan ignored him. Your wallet, ma'am. He placed it in her trembling hands. She looked at it, then at him. Please, let me thank you properly. You just did. Take care. He turned to leave. Wait, I need to know your name. Ethan Cole. Mr. Cole, please. I owe you my life. You owe me nothing. I was doing my job. Goodbye, Ms. Hale. He walked out, left her standing in the marble lobby, surrounded by silent staff. That night, she couldn't sleep, kept seeing that tattoo, those eyes, the calm way he'd handled being humiliated. She pulled up old mission reports, classified but accessible with her clearance level. Found his name, Ethan Cole, Staff Sergeant, Pararescue Specialist, 3 tours, decorated, honorably discharged after injuries sustained during a civilian rescue operation. The civilian he saved, Clara Hale, then 24, caught in crossfire during a business trip to Afghanistan. She remembered the explosion, the darkness, strong arms pulling her from rubble, a voice saying, I've got you, stay with me. She'd survived, never knew his name. The military kept rescue details classified, and now, 8 years later, she'd let her guards treat him like trash. The next morning, she ordered her assistant to find him. Full background, address, everything. Ma'am, is this about the incident yesterday? This is about a debt, one I should have paid 8 years ago. When the file arrived, it was thin, no social media, no digital footprint, just an address in a modest neighborhood. Single father, daughter named Lily, wife deceased, works independently as an HVAC tech, barely makes ends meet. She read it twice. This man who saved her life was struggling, while she lived in luxury. The injustice burned. She made a decision, one that would change everything. That evening, Lily asked her father, Dad, why were those people mean to you? They didn't know better, sweetheart. But you were helping. Sometimes people forget that helping doesn't depend on how you look. I think you're the best dad ever. He hugged her tight. And you're the best daughter. That's all that matters. But as Lily slept, Ethan looked at his old uniform in the closet, the medals he'd never displayed, the life he'd left behind. He'd saved countless lives, And yet, he couldn't afford to fix his daughter's school shoes. The irony wasn't lost on him, but he'd made his choice. When his wife died 3 years ago, he'd chosen to be present for Lily over pursuing a military career. No regrets, just acceptance. Tomorrow he'd fix another air conditioner, earn enough for groceries, keep moving forward. That was heroism too, the quiet kind no one meddles you for. After that day, Clara reached out, sent a formal invitation to her office to thank him properly. Ethan declined. I just did my duty. She didn't give up, found his address, showed up at his home, a small house, peeling paint, but the yard was tidy, flowers blooming in window boxes. Lily ran out when the expensive car pulled up. Hi, lady? Clara froze at the innocent greeting. A child. He had a daughter. Ethan came to the door, surprised. Miss Hale, what are you doing here? Thanking you, since you won't come to me. I told you. I know what you told me, but I need to do this, please. Lily tugged his sleeve. Dad, can the pretty lady come in? He hesitated, then nodded. All right, but we don't have much to offer. Inside was modest but clean, worn furniture, but filled with Lily's drawings, photos, love. Clara sat at their small kitchen table, watched Ethan make breakfast for Lily. Slightly burnt toast, milk that was a bit cold, but Lily smiled like it was a feast. Dad makes the best breakfast. Clara felt tears prick her eyes. I haven't seen a place this peaceful in years. Lily brought her a drawing. This is for you. It's called My Dad the Hero. The picture showed a man with a tattoo lifting someone from rubble. You know about... Dad told me he used to save people with these hands. Lily grabbed his scarred hands proudly. Clara looked at those hands, at the scars, the calluses, hands that had saved her. Do you regret it? She asked quietly. Leaving that life? No, I only regret I couldn't save everyone. The weight in those words hit her. How many people had he pulled from disaster? How many hadn't made it? After Lily ran off to play, Clara spoke. I want to offer you a job. I have a job as a safety technician for our aerospace division. We're testing new aircraft. We need someone who understands emergency protocols, who's been in real situations. I'm not qualified. You're overqualified. You just don't have the paper credentials corporations usually require. Why are you doing this? Because you saved my life, and because talent like yours shouldn't be wasted fixing air conditioners. He bristled. There's nothing wrong with honest work. You're right, I'm sorry. That came out wrong. I just mean, you could do both, help me, and still be there for Lily. He thought about it, about providing better for his daughter. Let me think about it. The next morning, an envelope arrived, official offer letter, salary that made him dizzy. Lily saw it. Dad, this is so much money. It's probably a mistake. But when Clara called, she confirmed. It's not a mistake. It's what you're worth. He started the following week, quiet, professional. The workers respected him immediately. He knew his stuff, didn't talk down, got his hands dirty. Clara watched from her office, saw how naturally he commanded respect, not through authority, through competence and kindness. One day, she asked him to review safety protocols for a test flight. He made notes, suggested changes. This ejection sequence is wrong. If the canopy doesn't blow first, the pilot dies. Engineers checked. He was right, a flaw they'd missed. The test flight was postponed, redesign implemented, a life potentially saved. Word spread. The new guy caught a fatal error. The CEO personally hired him. During lunch one day, Clara joined him in the cafeteria. Staff whispered, May I sit? It's your company. It's our company. All of us make it work. They ate in comfortable silence. Then she asked, What was it like? Logman? Loud, chaotic, terrifying. But you ran toward it. Someone had to. Most people run away. Most people aren't trained to run toward danger. We were. Doesn't make us better, just different. It makes you heroes. It makes us human, with specific skills, that's all. His humility amazed her. He genuinely didn't see himself as special. You know what I remember most about that day? What? Your voice saying, I've got you, like a promise, and you kept it. That's the job. Keep the promise. Over the following weeks, they grew closer. Not romantic, just connected. She'd bring coffee to his workspace. He'd explain technical details she didn't understand. Lily visited sometimes, brought drawings, made Clara laugh. One evening, Clara stayed late, found Ethan still working. Don't you have someone to get home to? Lily's at a friend's house. Sleepover. So you're here alone? Work to do. Ethan, when was the last time you did something for yourself? He thought, can't remember. Come on, I'm buying you dinner. You don't have to. I know, I want to. They went to a small diner. Nothing fancy. Best burgers in town, he said. She ordered like he suggested. Laughed when mustard dripped on her expensive blouse. This is the most fun I've had in years. Really? You're a billionaire CEO. Exactly. My fun is scheduled, planned, transactional. This is just real. Welcome to normal people's lives. I like it here. As they left, photographers caught them, leaving together, laughing. By morning, the photos were everywhere. CEO and mystery man, who is he? The headline started small, but it would grow into something neither of them expected, something that would threaten everything. 1 month later, the media exploded. CEO Clara Hale hires former lover, unemployed military vet, to cover financial fraud. Photos of Ethan working beside Clara, cropped to look intimate, headlines screaming scandal. Hero or user? The board demanded answers. Shareholders panicked. Stock prices wavered. Clara's assistant, jealous of Ethan's access, leaked more photos. Clara and Lily laughing in Ethan's small home. False caption, living together in secret. An emergency board meeting was called. The company will survive if he takes the blame and leaves. Clara stood firm. If you fire him, I quit. Ms. Hale, be reasonable. I am being reasonable. This man is innocent. These accusations are lies. And I won't sacrifice an innocent person to save face, Ethan spoke up. You don't need to do this. I'm used to being misunderstood. Clara gripped his hand. Not this time. This time I'm proving your innocence. She began investigating. Trace the false stories to a competitor. Ares Tech, a corporation competing for the same defense contracts. She and Ethan followed the money. Digital ad accounts. Found a PR company called Echo PR receiving anonymous payments. They hacked the IP logs, discovered transactions from Ares Tech's Black Fund. Clara compiled everything, submitted it to the FBI Economic Crimes Division. 3 days later, Ares Tech was exposed. Tax evasion, falsified aircraft safety certifications, corporate espionage. The media reversed. Military jet exonerated. CEO Hale strikes back with truth. At a press conference, Clara stood beside Ethan, cameras flashing. This man doesn't need protection. I just want the world to remember that integrity is the only thing that can't be faked. She displayed proof, emails, financial records, everything. Ares, Tech tried to destroy a good man to hurt my company. They failed, because truth always wins. It just takes time and courage. A reporter shouted, Miss Hale, are you romantically involved with the Mr. Cole? That's not relevant. What's relevant is that he was targeted for doing his job with honor, and I refuse to let that stand. Ethan added quietly, I didn't ask for any of this. I just wanted to work and provide for my daughter. But Ms. Hale showed me that sometimes staying silent enables wrong. Sometimes you have to speak up. Another reporter, Mr. Cole, you saved her life 8 years ago. Do you think she's returning the favor now? He looked at Clara. She's not returning a favor. She's doing what's right. There's a difference. The press conference went viral. Social media exploded with support. Real-life hero defended by CEO. This is what integrity looks like. Forget romance. This is about honor. Ares Tech's CEO resigned in disgrace. Multiple executives arrested. The company collapsed within a month. But the victory felt hollow to Ethan. The scrutiny, the attention. It was everything he tried to avoid. That night, Lily asked, "Dad, why are people so mean?" "They're not all mean, honey. Most people are good. They just get scared and do bad things sometimes." "But you and Miss Clara did the right thing." "Yes, and that's what matters." "Are you going to leave because of the mean people?" He pulled her close. "Never. I'm not going anywhere." But privately, he considered it. This world of billionaires and corporate warfare. It wasn't his world. Clara found him on the roof of the building the next day, looking out over the city. "Thinking of leaving?" "Crossed my mind. I wouldn't blame you." But I hope you don't, not because I need you for work, but because Lily needs to see that good people don't run when things get hard." "Is that what I'd be doing, running?" "No, I'd understand if you left. This isn't the life you chose, but it could be, if you let it." "I don't belong in this world, Clara." "Maybe this world needs more people like you, people who don't belong to it, who can change it." He thought about that, about the workers who looked up to him, the young engineers he mentored, the safety protocols that saved lives because he insisted on them. "All right, I'll stay, but on my terms." "Which are?" "No more media, no more spotlight. I do my job. I go home to my daughter. That's it." "Deal." They shook hands, but both knew something had shifted. Trust had been tested and proven. That created bonds stronger than contracts. That weekend, Clara did something unexpected. Showed up at Ethan's house with Lily's favorite ice cream and a deck of cards. "What are you doing here?" "Teaching Lily poker. Every kid should know how to bluff." Lily squealed with delight. They spent the evening playing, laughing, being normal. When Lily went to bed, Clara stayed. "Thank you," Ethan said. "For what?" "For fighting for me. No one's done that in a long time. You've spent your life fighting for others. Someone should fight it for you. I know you don't need it, but you deserve it. There's a difference." That night changed things. Not romantically, but foundationally. They became family, the kind you choose, the kind that shows up. And that was more powerful than any romance could be. After the crisis, Clara stepped back from day-to-day operations, created a foundation called Falcon Hearts, supporting veterans, job training, mental health services, housing assistance. Ethan joined as technical advisor. Lily spent afternoons in the small office decorated with photos of rescue personnel. Clara learned to cook breakfast. First attempt resulted in burnt pancakes. Ethan laughed. "Now you understand my struggle." They grew closer, attended memorial services together for Ethan's fallen brothers in arms. One night, Lily asked Clara, "Will you stay with us?" Clara knelt down, smoothed the girl's hair. "If you and your dad still need me." Ethan heard from the kitchen, looked out the window at the small flag Lily had planted in the yard. It swayed in the breeze. The foundation grew quickly. Veterans found jobs. Families received support. Lives changed, but the real impact was quieter, more personal. Veterans who'd been struggling found purpose again, not through charity, but through being valued for their skills. Ethan ran workshops, teaching emergency response, safety protocols, leadership. Clara attended every session, not as CEO, as someone learning. One veteran, Marcus, approached Ethan after class. "Man, thank you. I haven't felt useful in 3 years. You reminded me I still have value." "You never lost value. You just needed the right environment to show it." "Still, thank you." Ethan nodded, understood. He'd been there. That loss of identity after service. Clara watched these interactions, learned how veterans communicated, the respect, the brotherhood. She started hiring more veterans company-wide, not as tokens, but in positions where their skills mattered. Security, safety, crisis management, logistics. The company culture shifted, became more direct, more honest, more focused on substance over appearances. Board members complained, "We're losing our polish." Clara replied, "We're gaining integrity." "I'll take that trade any day." One evening, all three of them volunteered at a veterans dinner, serving food, clearing tables. A young soldier approached Ethan. Sir, I heard about you. The Logman Rescue. You're a legend. Ethan shifted uncomfortably. I just did my job. You saved 12 people that day. 12. My sister was one of them. Ethan went still. What? Sarah Mitchell. She was a journalist embedded with your unit. You pulled her from a collapsed building. She's alive because of you. I didn't know her name. We weren't told. She's here tonight. Would you like to meet her? Ethan looked at Clara. She nodded encouragingly. Sarah was a woman in her 40s now. When she saw Ethan, tears filled her eyes. I've been looking for you for years. They hugged, both crying. Thank you. Thank you for giving me more time. I'm glad I could help. I got married, had kids, built a career, all because you didn't give up on me. I'm sorry I didn't remember. How could you? You saved so many. But I remembered you always. That night, Clara watched Ethan process it all, the magnitude of his impact. 12 people, he whispered. I saved 12 that day. And who knows how many others throughout your career. I never thought about it that way. That's what makes you extraordinary. You don't keep count. Lily came out in her pajamas. Dad, why are you crying? Happy tears, sweetie. Just thinking about good things. Like us? Exactly like us. She climbed into his lap. Clara sat beside them. In that moment, on a worn couch in a small house, surrounded by people they'd chosen, life felt complete. Not perfect, just complete. The foundation continued to grow. More veterans helped, more families supported. Clara invested not just money, but time. Learning, listening, understanding. One veteran said to her, Ma'am, thank you for not treating us like charity cases. You're not charity, you're assets, and it's my honor to work with you. That authenticity earned loyalty money couldn't buy. Employees worked harder, cared more, because they felt valued. The company prospered not despite the changes, but because of them. Ethan watched it all unfold, proud of Clara's growth, her willingness to change. You know what? He said one day. What? I think you would have made a good soldier. Really? Yeah, you understand the most important part, which is mission above self, take care of your people, lead from the front. She smiled. I learned from the best. That weekend, they planted a flag in the foundation's yard. American flag, flown at half-mast in honor of the fallen. Lily helped, asked questions, learned about sacrifice. Dad, were you scared when you saved people? Every time. But you did it anyway? That's what courage is, being scared but doing it anyway. I want to be brave like you. You already are. Every day you're brave. And Clara watched them. Father and daughter, veterans gathering around the flag. She'd found something here. Purpose beyond profit. Impact beyond spreadsheets. This was what mattered. People, honor, service. And she was grateful Ethan had shown her the way. 1 year later, Falcon Hearts held its anniversary celebration. Ethan received an honorary medal for his rescue work 8 years prior, declassified and officially recognized. Clara presented it on stage. There are heroes who don't need battlefields. They just need to be trusted. In the audience, Lily held a drawing. 3 people standing under blue scantimum. Caption made him send home. After the ceremony, Clara asked quietly, So what now, hero? Where do you go from here? Ethan replied, I used to live to protect others. Now, I want to stay and live with them. She smiled. Then welcome home, Ethan. Sunlight caught the flag behind them. Breeze lifted paper streamers, like snow, like the day he saved her. Lily grabbed both their hands, laughed. I told you the ice princess melted. They walked together to the reception. Veterans, families, staff, all gathered, not separated by rank or class, just people, helping people. Ethan looked around, saw Marcus laughing with other vets, saw Sarah with her family, saw Clara directing volunteers with natural authority. This was his unit now. Different uniform, same mission, take care of people, leave no one behind. That evening, the three of them returned to the small house, still modest, still theirs. Clara had offers to move Ethan and Lily to something bigger. He declined. This is home, where we started, no reason to leave. You could have more space. We have enough space. We have each other, that's all the space we need. Lily showed them her newest drawing, the three of them under an American flag, hearts surrounding them. What's this one called? Clara asked. My forever family. Ethan and Clara looked at each other. Both felt tears coming. Is that okay? Lily asked nervously. Can I call us that? Clara knelt down. More than okay, sweetheart. Perfect. Even though you're not my mom? Family isn't just about who gave birth to you. It's about who shows up, who stays, who loves you. You show up, and I always will. Lily hugged her tight. Ethan joined them. Three people holding each other. Outside, the flag Lily had planted fluttered, stars and stripes catching last light, a symbol of service, of sacrifice, of home. Later, after Lily slept, Ethan and Clara sat on the porch. Do you regret any of it? She asked. The attention, the drama, the change? No, because it brought me here. To a small house with chipping paint. To a place where I matter, where my daughter sees good people winning, where honor means something again. You always mattered. Maybe, but I didn't feel it, not for a long time. You gave that back to me. You gave it back to yourself. I just reminded you it was there. They sat in comfortable silence, watching stars appear. Ethan? Yeah. Thank you. For what? For not walking away when you had every reason to. I learned a long time ago, the hard right beats the easy wrong, every time. Even when it costs you? Especially then. A car drove past, someone honked, waved, a neighbor recognizing them. Not celebrities, just members of the community. That's what they'd become. Not a CEO and a veteran, just people, building something good. The medal sat on the coffee table inside, bronze and ribbon, official recognition. But the real recognition was Lily's drawing on the refrigerator. 3 people, 1 word, home. That mattered more than any medal. As night deepened, Clara leaned her head on Ethan's shoulder. I'm glad I dropped that wallet. He laughed. That's one way to look at it. Changed everything. Everything that needed changing. Think we'll be okay? Yeah, I think we will. And they were. Not perfectly. Life never is. But they were okay. Together. Chosen family. Built on truth. Honor. Service. The flag stirred in darkness. Stars and stripes visible by streetlight. A reminder that some bonds transcend circumstance. That heroes work in every field. And that home is where someone chooses to stay. Not because they have to, but because they want to. And that makes all the difference. If you believe stories like this deserve to be told, leave a comment and subscribe to Strong Dad Stories. We tell the stories that shouldn't be forgotten.